End of October is coming up, so that means it's going to be Halloween soon. And for that, we have the best Halloween team building activities. In fact, it's the same Halloween team building activities that is worked with teams like Amazon, Disney, Shopify, and more. So let's dive right in. Hey, it's Najib from Teamland. I know what you're thinking. Halloween, how can we make it more engaging? Especially if you're looking for a virtual Halloween team building activity, there are several options. But first, we gotta realize what are the crucial elements of the Halloween team building activity. Well, one, we have to understand when it comes to Halloween team building, it's towards the middle of the end of the year. So that means people are coming right after the summer break, and at the same time they're perhaps stressed. Maybe they're thinking about the holidays, maybe they're thinking about hitting their Q4 goals. Having said that, when you're thinking about team building activities, whether it's just for Halloween or just for October team building, you want to keep in mind a few different factors. One of the first things you want to think about is, what is the goal? What's the goal of the Halloween team building? Is it just to really celebrate, or is it simply to have fun? Is it to get to know each other, or is it really to learn something? There are different goals of team building activities, and that's the first thing you want to think about to make a fantastic Halloween team building activity. And by the way, before I forget, stay tuned towards the end of the video as I have a bonus tip that'll make planning a Halloween team building activity much easier. Number one is pumpkin carving contest. Well, there's no such thing that screams Halloween when you're walking down the street than pumpkins, or at least scary jack-o'-lanterns in front of houses. But let's face it, some people might not know how to carve a pumpkin, let alone to carve it well. So doing a pumpkin carving lesson, or even simply a workshop or just having a contest, allows everyone to really get the pumpkin and have it be something interactive, especially since everyone's virtual. This allows everyone to really come together, and if you want to do it in the office, you can kind of bring all the pumpkins, give everyone the tools, and everyone can kind of do the same thing, and there is a voting that can happen. And the pumpkin carving contest, it could be a theme. It could be, let's just say, the company logo, or another theme like mansions or something else that would really engage everyone to create a pumpkin carving that is representative of the theme and becomes a fun team building activity for Halloween. Number two is decorating. Now you can decorate your office, you can decorate your desk, or you can simply decorate your Zoom background. Now, a lot of people might be using their video chat, and you can encourage people to dress up for the Halloween. Now, there is the costume contest as one, but the other is really decorating the space. Now, if you don't want people to necessarily dress up, you can ask them to decorate their background, change their background, or perhaps change their elements and things in the background. So for example, in my case, I have a whole bunch of bookcases here. So what I could do is decorate it and show up in our calls, but that is virtual. If you want to do a Halloween team building in person, then you can ask everyone to dress up their desks. And that becomes a fun way to keep everyone engaged, and everyone walking around and exploring each other as well as meeting each other is a fantastic way to get everyone excited and to keep things a bit more lively and engaging towards that time of the year. Number three is murder mystery. Murder mystery. Well, if you have never seen, or if you don't know what murder mystery is, it's basically when you have a whole bunch of people, they're in a scenario and a setting, and they're trying to figure out who died and who was the killer, or in this case, the murderer. Now, there could be different themes for murder mystery, and you could do it virtually and in person. Now, if you want to do a virtual murder mystery for Halloween team building activity, you want to think about a few different factors. What is the platform, and who is the host, as well as what is the storyline, because every person's going to have their own storyline. If you're looking for activities, or if you're looking for someone to host something like this, check out Teamland, and I'll post a link below over here, and there will be a whole bunch of tips as well as resources to host your virtual murder mystery for the Halloween team building. The other thing to kind of keep in mind is, because it is a murder mystery, the more people you have, the longer the time becomes. So if you're trying to keep it within an hour to hour and a half, you want to be aware of the time, and you want to be aware of the number of people that are in attendance, because the challenge is, once you have more people, it's going to increase in time. The other thing to kind of keep in mind is with a murder mystery, everyone's really engaging and everyone needs to participate. So if someone you feel is not really going to be engaging throughout the actual event, then it's probably best not to add them or give them an important character. But apart from that, virtual murder mystery is a great way to really get everyone engaged, largely because it becomes a fun way. Now you can have different themes like a haunted house or a cruise ship, and this allows you to do a fun virtual murder mystery. Next is escape room. Virtual escape rooms are great Halloween team building activities. Well, the reason why is because it becomes a fun way for everyone to, one, work together, and two, escape in time. And it has the spirit of Halloween. Now, with a virtual murder mystery, compared to a virtual Halloween escape room, there are two different factors you want to kind of keep in mind. One, with an escape room, some people can be passive and not really be into it, and then that way the whole team is able to move forward. Whereas with murder mystery, if someone is passive and they have an important character, the plot might not move progressively as equally. So you want to kind of keep in mind, by having a virtual escape room, it becomes a simple way for everyone to really move forward, even though someone might have to answer a call last minute. And this can be in different themes. You can have a Halloween theme, you can have a heist theme, you can have a holiday theme. There are different types of team building for the virtual escape room, and you could do it yourself. You could get someone like Teamland to do it who has different themes, but in the end a virtual escape room is great, and you can kind of fit it within 30 minutes all the way to 2 hours, and it's very adaptable. And there are different levels that allows everyone to really stay engaged, whether you're using Zoom or Google Meets or even Microsoft Teams. Halloween treats. There's no such thing as Halloween without trick or treating. So let's face it, when you're younger, you love the candies and the treats that you get. So what better way to do that as an adult than either having trick-or-treating in the office, or if you're doing something virtually, baking Halloween treat. Now these could be creepy or scary treats. However, you want to keep in mind, if you're doing that way, you want to give people the option of doing it themselves or doing a workshop. Now you can do a virtual cooking class and guide people to create these baking workshops, and then that way people create their own and you vote on the best one. Or you can simply say, hey everyone, bake it, and we're gonna see and vote for the best creepy treats for Halloween. And totally up to you if you want to give them a week to bake it or a month, and everyone votes for that. Either way, it becomes a fun way. Now if you want to combine this with a charitable effort, it could be in a way where the winner of the baking contest, they get to decide what charity that the company will donate to. And this becomes a way to not only give back, but also everyone to stay engaged. Now this becomes a fun and simple way to keep everyone engaged and have some sweet treats at the same time. Next up, Halloween team building games. Now these are what you would look for if you're looking for something that is very lighthearted but that can involve everyone. Now these can be more inclusive, such as a trivia game or even a bingo game, or even a game show like. But by doing this Halloween style or Halloween themed games allows everyone to really stay engaged. It becomes a lighthearted way, one, to be exclusive, but two, to make it easy for everyone. So there's no pressure to really dress up or do any particular activity apart from just enjoy the game itself. Now when you're thinking about the game, a few things you want to keep in mind. One, can it accommodate everyone? So if you have, let's just say 100 or 300 people, can it accommodate everyone? That's number one. Number two, can it be engaging? Do you have a fantastic host that can help facilitate it? Now if you don't, if you want to get someone else like Teamland, you're more than welcome to. But if you want to do it yourself, you want to figure out these few factors. And what happens if there is a glitch that occurs, if you are prepared for it or not. So these are all the different factors you want to kind of keep in mind. But if you do, it becomes a successful way to keep it lighthearted and a fun Halloween-themed team building activity. Hope you enjoyed all the Halloween team building ideas. If you are looking for more team building ideas, here's a bonus that I shared at the beginning of this video, which is a team building idea generator. If you are looking for ideas of what to do, just click on the link for the team building idea generator. You just have to enter a few things, criteria like your budget, number of people, your goals, the date and time, and it'll filter down from 200 options into the options that's best for you and your team, customized. So take a look at the link below, and thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. One question before you go, which is, what is your favorite Halloween team building activity? Let me know in the comments, and I'll give you an idea that is going to be same or better. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.